Just a couple questions in one there. Was that the biggest jet you've ever seen do a flyover? And what was the vibe going into the game? Felt like you all were kind of on the same page, like last week was just a big fuckery here.
I don't know if it was the biggest jet I've ever seen do a flyover, but it was pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
To not have that for a year and not have the fans and the energy. There's something that always gets me, regardless of how I'm feeling, physically, mentally, but intros. And it was defensive intros last night, so I didn't get to run out there, but the juice that you get and the electricity that goes through your body when you're introduced, it changes the whole dynamic inside your body. And I think we kind of needed that as a team, that energy from the crowd last night to kind of get us going. It wasn't that we weren't confident. It was just, I think we needed to just prove to ourselves again. And this might sound like a crazy statement, but I do believe this. I think you need to learn how to win every single year again. And that nothing carries over from year to year. There's mindset, there's a culture, there's environment. I think that the structure that's carried over, but the team is different. And I think each team needs to relearn how to win and how to deal with adversity every season. And we didn't handle it well the first week, and yesterday we handled it well. We came in the locker room. There wasn't a freak out. I think we all kind of realized, look, we had 3 possessions. We scored on 2 of them. Let's take the lead for the first time this season. Let's play from a lead. Let's get a couple stops, and we'll be fine. And so I am proud of our guys in that respect, because I feel like we just kind of stuck together. And as far as the confidence-wise with Devontae, I mean, how do you not have confidence? I told him this last night on the bench, and I really believe this. As great as he was last year, and he was spectacular, I think he's a better player this year. I really do. I mean, you look at I was just watching the clip of his first catch of the night last night. He literally ran a stick route. He ran 5 yards of stop. And I threw it to him. The backer flew over the top. And he turned upfield, and nobody touched him. And he went 12 yards after the catch. It was a 17-yard play. And I was just like, and then you add on the catch that he had when I threw it super high over the middle that he made, and just, down the sidelines, he just makes it look so easy. And, he retorted to me last night. He said, we're just getting started. And I believe that.
Well, I think Ty Schmidt actually just, there's a little, there's a little frosting that just came out over there. That was
Changed
great.
my underwear.
I heard Andrew Luck tell T.Y. Hilton one time, and I think I was probably eavesdropping in this conversation, but the way they liked playing football with each other. Like, that was something like, hey, I like playing football with you. And they had this incredible connection, and I think Tom Brady has that with Gronk. Is that how you feel with Devontae? Like, you just enjoy playing? Not that you don't with everybody else, but I feel like there's a special connection that comes between some of those relationships between quarterback and wide receiver. And in the end, it's like, I like playing football with you. Like, it's a lot of fun doing that.
Well, how can you not? I mean, the guy makes you look great every single week. So how can you not? I care so much, as opposed to what was said last week. I do care so much, but I care so much about the people, about the person and not just the player. And when I see a guy growing as a person, 99% of the time translates to a guy growing on the field. And Mike used to say this all the time. When he was in Green Bay, he used to say, your best players got to be your best people. And when you do that, you can create a culture of player-led team and leadership in the right way, authentic leadership. And I'm as thankful as I am to throw it to 17 every single week. I'm just as thankful about the type of guy that he is and the way that he leads, the way he conducts himself, the type of professional that he is. Just his whole countenance and demeanor and charisma. That to me is what it's all about. A superstar player who can do all those other things and is a good person. And, for that, I'm obviously really thankful for DA.
You guys are pretty good.
Hey, how important is it for you guys to like each other, for teams and locker rooms to actually get along and hang out off the field and do all of that? You can't put a stat on it, but Pat and I talk all the time like, hey, the best teams love being around each other and hanging out on and off the field.
Yeah, we used to say back in 2010, the team that drinks together wins together.
Yeah. Yep.
And that team got after it for sure.
We hung out more than in most other years, don't you think, that year?
I 100% agree with that. And it was the personalities, though. It's you bring together Josh Sitton and a T.J. Lang as young players. Brian Balaga as a rookie. Then you got the old heads, Cliffy and Tausch and Driver and Woodson, and the young up and coming guys like Greg Jennings and Jordy Nelson and James Jones, and just the way that we all vibed together was really special. Then you add the wild cards like Tom Crabtree. You got those glue guys, Howard Green, I think about, B.J. Raji. The first the way that we did love each other was special. And again, because Age, that was not our best team talent-wise by any stretch of the imagination, but it was a really close-knit group.
Yeah, I had a quote. I mean, the team that drinks together wins together sounds a lot better than mine. I said, team comes, you get it, a lot closer together around a keg than they do kale.
Yeah.
Like as the nutritionist came into the world, it was protein shake time. I'm like, all right, I think we should just have a keg, though, just one time right down yonder. I think we'll learn a lot about each other. Back just very quickly. I think we'll learn a lot about each other right over there. It's a new world, though, Aaron. It's a new world now. You can't do that. It's not healthy.
No? You're a big kale guy now, huh?
Well, I smoke kale.
The tank tops? You don't need sleeves to kick ass or what?
Yeah, well, I tell you what, Aaron, I said this last night and I'll say it again. Tank top's perfect for if you got a little bit of a gut, but you want to do your arms, tank top makes you look good. You know what I mean? Everybody thinks I'm in shape. I'm not. I am sloppy, but this tank top makes me feel good, just like Aaron Rodgers Tuesdays do.